Previously on Army Wives.
No more title belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CasualHeroes.com Old Guy, Old Games Wrestling Part 34. Because, is it? No. Is it 3, 4? I don't know what we're on.
There's been a few.
Listen, the problem is he left and we didn't record an intro.
Yep.
So, by the power of time travel and editing, we are now throwing this intro into the video, so that you may enjoy our wonderful faces. And you know how I always click the mouse? Watch this. Watch. I just press a button. Press a button. Button. That's great.
I hope they're impressed.
I'm impressed. Look, we're big on the screen now. So, WCW Wrestling.
Yep.
We touched on it in the last video.
Yep.
You played Michael Hayes.
Yep.
Which
shouldn't have.
Which, whenever we go into the video, I think we talk about why did you pick Michael Hayes. But Adam Pierce requested this.
Yep.
We're focusing pretty much on it the entire time. Can you give us any type of background, words of wisdom, or something about WCW Wrestling for Nintendo?
Wasn't my favorite game growing up, even though I liked their roster a lot better than the other games. It just didn't play as well as naturally, but still a fun game. Had fun playing through it, and hopefully this quenches Adam Pierce's thirst.
This is weird because we're doing an intro for something we've already done.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
it's really hard
Yeah.
to do it because I know everything that happens on that video.
Right.
Like that one time that you showed your penis on cam.
Yes. No.
No, he didn't.
No.
I'm just kidding. He did. I'll put it in. But no, I mean, so it is a little weird, but we did WCW Wrestling.
Yep.
After this, I believe we have that. Sorry, whispering. Remember that? I have a video of it.
Do you?
Yeah, so we'll have to show them that game.
Sure.
Because we thought it was a wrestling game. It was
wasn't.
not. But it was amazing.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. So, a little tease coming up. And then on the horizon, coming up soon, we have all the WWE games.
Yep. Most of which were not very fun.
So, most of which we won't spend very much time on, except for WrestleMania?
No, I don't think we spent a whole lot of time on any of those. Really, the last wrestling game that we'll get into will be Tecmo World Wrestling. We're going to take a break from wrestling games, probably for one episode, and get back to Tecmo World Wrestling a little bit later on, just to avoid some burnout. But Tecmo World Wrestling was my all-time favorite Nintendo wrestling game, so we'll put a little bit of extra emphasis on it.
Sounds good. Well, enjoy the video, and we will see you guys next week.
Or don't. Even if you don't enjoy it, watch it anyway.
Yeah. And we probably didn't do it at the end of it. If we did, I don't remember. Like, subscribe, share, bell icon, rub your head, rub your belly. That's about it. That's about it. So, here we go.
So we're back to World Championship Wrestling.
We are. Which, in our time travel, I don't remember how far we got in that.
Not very far.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put a password in.
Did we even pick anybody last time?
Yeah, I picked Michael Hayes for some reason.
That was really weird.
So let's go with Sting.
Why'd you pick Michael Hayes?
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
So now Sting and Michael Hayes. Let's see. Let's go with the Pile Driver. The
Brain Buster.
Alright, we got the Brain Buster.
Neck Breaker.
Neck Breaker. And let's go with the Cobra Twist.
Diet Sweet Tea, try it.
Oh.
Good Lord. Are you using the auto fire?
No.
See if it works. Maybe that was our fault. Is Michael Hayes gonna have to choke a bitch? Oh yeah, the Cobra Clutch.
Cobra Twist.
Same thing.
Otherwise known as the abdominal stretch.
Yeah. That's not the same thing. The Cobra Clutch was something else.
Yes.
Is that the auto fire?
Yes.
So it does work. Okay. So you just lost on that previous game.
That's what I said. Even with the auto fire, you can't get the initiative in those lockups anymore.
I'm sorry, he's on the rope. He's on the rope.
Get out.
Pile drive him. Pile drive him.
Is he going to go down?
I don't think so.
It's weird.
Maybe he can't go down.
I think maybe more than anything, that provides a shining example of the level of difficulty from then until now. You know how many people would absolutely lose their minds on a game like that now?
At least 3.
At least 3.
The Cobra Stretch.
Cobra Twist.
I like to start new bits as we go along. Oh, that's a big one. Oh. Pin, maybe? There we go.
Michael Hayes, you're out of here.
Good job. Sting wins.
Sting looks a little chubby there.
He does. He does.
Maybe it was before the gas.
He wasn't on gas.
Nobody was on the gas in the 80s.
No one was on the gas in the 80s.
So on the chance that Adam watches this, since we're playing WCW, I would be curious, Adam, if you are watching this, was this a game that you played? Were you good at it? Because as wrestling games go, even though I was a huge NWA and WCW fan, more so than WWF in my childhood, I never really played this game that much.
Is there a reason?
I just didn't like it as much as the other games, and even though I liked WCW better to watch on television, the WWF games I always thought were more fun. And we'll get into those here shortly. So things are going well with WCW Wrestling so far.
I'm really surprised that you're 3-0.
Not as surprised as I am. Oh, we got a password.
A password.
Oh no, it's Dr. Death Steve Williams.
You guys can write that down and use that at home if you would like.
Yeah, we'll allow it. You can use my save game.
I should play it.
Look at the size of the head on Dr. Death. My goodness.
He is here to kill.
Dr. Death was always one of my favorites. Huge in Japan. Never really caught on in the United States as much as I thought he should have. Again, another guy that was big in Bill Watts' Mid-South territory. His stuff in WCW when he came back from Japan with Terry Gordy to wrestle the Steiners, some of the best tag team matches in North American wrestling history. Big fan of Doc. 4-0, man.
4-0. Sting is your character. And now you're going to fight a guy who, let's be honest, could probably beat up Sting in real life.
I mean,
Come on.
Kevin Sullivan's, he was scary back then.
Yeah. Kevin Sullivan just reminds me of a guy that's not going to fight clean. No,
absolutely not.
No matter what fight he's in, it's not going to be clean.
He's from Boston. You know who else is from Boston?
Yes.
Who's that?
Dwayne.
Oh.
Oh.
Dwayne's from Harts Creek.
Oh.
He's from the opposite of Boston.
I thought he was from Boston. I thought Jed was from Harts Creek.
No, you got him backwards, man. Jed's from Boston.
Oh.
Do you think Jed knows Kevin Sullivan?
I mean, we could ask him.
Call him and see.
Okay.
Ask him who he thinks would win a fight between Kevin Sullivan and Sting. Yeah. I'm sure his response will be...
Now that I can edit a little better, I don't care to give him a call.
You don't care to let him take the chance on saying the N-word?
No.
Do we not want to turn Jed facing the camera? So people can see his beautiful visage?
I always put a picture of him.
Okay.
You know?
He's not going to answer.
He's not.
Jed, you monster.
Jed, you are an asshole. I wonder if it'll let us leave a video FaceTime.
That would be great.
It would, but it won't. Leave a message. If I click that, what happens?
Text message. Unbelievable. Jed, you're a monster.
Absolute monster.
Kevin Sullivan just kicked me in the back of my head.
We could call our other friend from Boston, Dwayne, and see what he thinks.
Do you really think Dwayne would answer?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Because no, I do not.
No, a lot of Bulldogs in this match.
Davey would be proud.
If he were alive, yes. Oh no.
Did he?
I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen.
I don't even know what he did. Dwayne's not answering. So, what we've learned today is that we have terrible friends.
The worst. Your cat has a butthole.
It does.
Oh, it didn't work for you that time, did it, Kevin?
You rolled out of the way. Oh, this isn't even... I told you Kevin could beat up Sting.
Oh, no. Did I just
Powerbomb?
get powerbombed? Oh,
you did.
No.
It is over. What?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The second powerbomb. Kicked out really quick on the first one.
Yeah.
Not so much on the second one. Sting is dead.
I told you Sting and Kevin Sullivan was going to be a bad matchup for you. Can we look at the people one more time?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would actually like to see, I believe they're both on here.
The Road Warriors?
I was going to say a tag match.
Okay.
The Warriors versus the Steiners.
Yep, Scotty's not on here.
He's not. Okay. So, you can do Hawk and Animal.
So let's do Ric Flair, because that's who you said, and
It's not.
and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat
Okay.
taking on Sting and Dr. Death. That's what you wanted to see, wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure that's not who you wanted to see?
Yep.
I don't know if I believe you.
Atomic Drop.
You like the atomic drop where they put their knee in their butt?
Yeah.
See, this was the one that bothered me the most. Ric Flair certainly never wore anything like that.
Where are your tag partners?
They are currently discorporeal and will materialize when needed most.
Okay.
Got a 1 count.
Ric Flair looks an awful like Sullivan.
There's a pile driver. I still don't really know how to pick people up. I do it sometimes, but I'm not sure how. Oh, there's a brain chop. Ric Flair known for his legendary brain chops.
Holy shit!
I told you.
It was blue. It was a blue alien that turned into Dr. Death. Oh, you have a blue alien.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, certainly the most accurate representation of a character on here as far as his ring gear, because it actually looks like something that Ricky would have worn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. Stay down, Steve.
He didn't. And this was the match you wanted to see, right? Not the Road Warriors?
Yeah, this was it. Yep.
Well, I thought fans should get a chance to see how ridiculous Ric Flair looked on this game. And now we
looks
have.
like Michael Hayes and Sullivan. Like, just same model, just slightly different hair.
Yep, probably. I mean... I mean, if you really want to, we can just reset this and I can pick the Road Warriors.
No, it's okay.
Because to get to the Road Warriors, I'm going to have to go through everybody.
Well, see, here's what I was thinking was, sometimes you don't always get what you want.
But if you try,
sometimes
you get what you need.
And I think what I needed was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Ric Flair.
Against Sting and Dr. Death?
Yeah.
With aliens?
Dude, that is creepy.
Don't care for that, huh?
No. They could have at least made the models.
Give us a soft reset so we can see the Road Warriors here. Hawk Warrior and Animal Warrior.
I don't think that was their last names. Alright, neck hang. Interesting. I think you gotta do a pile driver. I've never seen Hawk do a Boston crab.
Ooh, power lift. Whatever.
I want to see the power lift. I just yawned on television. I'm sleepy. There's my wife.
There's that.
You just choked somebody. My wife does not realize that we are recording. Hello? Hi. No. Yeah. Hey, Lynn. Hey, honey, you're on the YouTubes. Yep. I'm talking to you right now while we're recording. Oh? Okay. Bye. Listen, when the wife calls, you answer the phone.
Sure.
She said, do you remember...
Look at that power lift.
My, and you had no power behind it. And when she said, do you remember, a song popped in my head. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl? You remember that song?
No. And you just missed the alien teleporting into the ring.
Jed is FaceTiming us.
Make sure Jed can see the screen so he knows what's going on.
Okay. I'm gonna flip it here. There you go. Oh nope, I just moved me. There we go. All right, go ahead, Gavin.
Jed, we had a question for you based on WCW Wrestling for the NES.
Perfect.
Could Kevin Sullivan beat up Sting for real?
No.
What?
Chris asserts that Kevin Sullivan would beat up Sting for real.
Because of his like amateur wrestling background?
I don't think Chris is aware of that.
Oh, then no. Like, Kevin Sullivan's the size of a thumb.
Right, but he's insane. He's from Boston.
What, does Boston have a lot of insane, tough people?
I mean, we know you.
Okay, but like, what about Jay Leno?
Scrappy.
Well, rumor has it that you can beat up everybody, Jed.
Well, I can kick everyone's ass, that's beside the point. But Kevin Sullivan he's a vanilla midge, and like all the Satan worshipping on earth never got him anywhere.
So do we need to turn this into Benoit theories?
Well, like, I don't think Steve Gordon is exactly a world beater either, but like at least he, I don't know, at least he presented himself into a shape.
Now, another question since you brought up Steve Borden. Do you think there's a possibility that Sting was on the gas in the 80s?
Does he say he wasn't?
No, Chris seems to not think that he was.
Chris.
What? What?
But
What?
chances are, if you know a wrestler's name, he's taking steroids.
Okay, let me try.
Like, you know the Sandman took steroids, and you see the finished product there. Like, it's not... Oh, boy. So, what game are you playing? Is it really Sting versus Kevin Sullivan?
It was. It's WCW Wrestling for the NES. Right now we've got the classic matchup of Hawk Warrior and Animal Warrior against Sting and Michael Hayes.
Michael Hayes.
Yeah. The roster for this one's really weird. You've got Flair, you've got Luger, you've got Steamboat, you've got the Road Warriors, you've got Sting, and then you've got like Sullivan, Rotunda, and Rick Steiner for the Varsity Club. And then tacked on at the end, you've got Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert, and Michael P.S. Hayes.
That's a pretty loaded thing. I mean, those are all Hall of Famers, right?
For 88, this is, or 89, this is a legit roster. Just in hindsight, it's a little weird.
Is Kevin Sullivan Varsity Club too?
I mean, nobody really looks the way they're supposed to look on this game. So, I'm going to jump off the top rope.
He doesn't look like he's 5'8".
Well, he is slightly shorter than the rest of them, but like Flair wears long pants on this, and it's just kind of a mess.
Was Flair supposed to be Steamboat? They just kind of gave up, or?
Everybody's wearing the wrong thing.
Steamboat's not.
No, Steamboat's right. Like, everybody has two-toned...
Alien out of nowhere!
Everybody has two-tone trunks. Like, they wear black trunks over top of longer tights. So, yeah.
These like savant kicks to the leg.
Only the finest fighting techniques.
You know the Road Warriors and their standing sidekicks.
Yes. Yes, very much so. Well, oh,
Oh no, have we lost?
poor connection.
Is that us or is that Boston's poor connection?
That's Boston's poor connection.
Oh,
You ever notice every time we call Jed, he's in the car?
well, yeah.
Is he just driving around like dealing drugs?
No, Jed would not do that. He's driving around buying drugs.
Actually, I just sell drugs.
I thought maybe you were...
Prescription drugs, so it's legal. So you in theory, like,
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, just to get your shit in, right?
Yeah.
Now, would a match against a blank controller last longer than the average Road Warriors match in the 1980s?
I have a feeling that yes, it would. I'm gonna go tag in my alien partner.
You know, I'm kind of let down at how handsome Gavin is and how just disappointing Chris looks.
While I appreciate the compliment, that seems unnecessarily mean towards Chris.
That's
No, I
okay.
mean, Chris should be better looking than he is.
Sorry, dude.
No, I'm sorry. I'm the one sorry.
So what shirt are you wearing, Jed?
Carmelo Anthony.
Okay.
Nugget.
I was getting a little bit of a tie-dye vibe there, but that didn't seem right. So
Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you wear anything other than basketball jerseys?
Yeah, underwear. I'm a savage.
Did,
Oh, and how do you flip the camera? Okay, good. Yeah.
oh, look at those shoes, Gavin.
nice. I like those.
Gavin, kamikaze threes. Sean Kemp.
Do you feel like just pulling off on the side of the road and dunking on somebody or impregnating a woman?
Well, I was gonna say I feel more like having 9 kids with 7 women. I remember reading the Travis Henry. Gavin, it's a normal time to talk about Travis Henry, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Chris, do you remember Travis Henry? Okay, running back from Tennessee, drafted by the Bills, was actually a pretty decent NFL power back for a while.
Okay.
Then he went to, did he go to Baltimore or did he just go right to Tennessee and then?
I think right to Tennessee and then to Baltimore.
Okay. Alright. Well, anyways, at his peak, you know, when he was just really a 5th round fantasy draft pick, like, at his absolute peak. I remember reading an article where he already had 7 kids by 6 women, and he was about to start a rap label, and just be, oh no, he's never gonna have a dime to his name again. And then, yeah, it was sad. Alright, I'm coming up on bad service, but I'm glad we got our Travis Henry minute in.
I am too. I appreciate that, Jed.
All right, buddy. You have a good one, okay?
I think.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Chris?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
It would have been the end.
Yeah.
So something that I hope Jed sees if he ever watches this is the fun setup they have here, which actually resembles the Japanese World Tag League setup, where you've got brackets and points. And here you can actually see who the default tag teams are. You've got Hawk and Animal, Lex Luger and Sting, Mike Rotunda and Steve Williams, Ric Flair and Michael Hayes for some reason. And then Rick and Rick, I don't understand. Oh, they spelled Rick Steiner's name wrong. So you've got Rick Steiner and Ricky Steamboat. And then Eddie Gilbert and Kevin Sullivan. So, neat. Also, tag matches are hard to win. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but we've been playing this for almost 10 minutes. And we talked to Jed for almost the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a mini podcast, I think.
I think so. It's kind of nice to hear from Jed and see a Sean Kemp's. If Jed were still around, I was going to show him some of my stuff.
He wouldn't have cared.
He would have cared about Ron Simmons. Sting's just letting me get up.
He is.
Being a good sport. Oh no.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
It's going to get broken
Alien?
up.
Alien? Alien?
Alien.
Oh, good lord. It came out of nowhere and was gone.
This is going to be a time limit draw. Oh no. No, it's not. It's going to be a pinfall win for Sting.
Why can't your alien come in?
I don't know how to make that happen. So Sting just pinned the Road Warriors, something absolutely unthinkable in 1989. But I think that gives us a good excuse to maybe...
Do you think the Road Warriors were on steroids?
All of them. They were on all of the steroids. They have openly admitted that. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So while we transition to another game, show off some more of my cool wrestling stuff here. I got this at an all-star wrestling show
Do you want me to make
a couple
it bigger?
years ago. No, I can see what I'm doing here.
Okay.
That is a Ron Simmons autographed football. And to me, the coolest part about this is if you look right there, Hall of Fame 2005, when he autographed this, he autographed it as if it's an actual like football thing, not a piece of wrestling memorabilia. That's the year that Ron Simmons actually went into the College Football Hall of Fame. So when he signed the football, he didn't sign it as Ron Simmons, former WCW champion, or Ron Simmons, member of the Acolytes or APA or anything like that. He signed it as Ron Simmons, one of the greatest defensive football players in college history, which I think is really cool. It's something that's kind of neat for me to have sitting around, and I really enjoy the autograph memorabilia that looks nice on display. So between the belt and this, a couple autograph pictures that I've had framed from Ric Flair, Goldberg, Kurt Angle, stuff like that, it's not a bad little collection. Now we've got one more thing to show off. We'll hold off. Chris is raising his hand instead of just saying, hey.
So did he go to the NFL?
I think he was drafted but didn't make a team. He may have gone to the
So
USFL.
how can you be one of the best defensive players in college football, be introduced into the Hall of Fame, and not really play in the NFL?
You do realize that there are a lot of Heisman Trophy winners that don't really do much in the pros, right? It's just a different game. Different game. And for those of you that are watching this, if you've never looked up Ron Simmons highlights from his time at Florida State University, I suggest you do that because he was an absolute terror on defense.
And he didn't make it.
Didn't make it. Made a fine professional wrestler, though. Worked out pretty well for him, I'd say. Because he is a WWE Hall of Famer.
Oh.
So, he's in 2 Hall of Fames. It's not bad. It's 2 more than I'm in.
No, you're in one.
No.
You are.
No.
You are in the Sunglasses Hall of Fame.
I don't think that's real. I don't think it's real.
Oh. So did you want to show the other thing?
Not yet. Let's look at one more game here before we.
We're definitely switching it to a third.
Absolutely.
Part, so we can take and let's do an outro for this one, and then we'll start working on the third one and record another because between the
too much.
Yeah.
This has been part 2. Thanks for watching. See you in a minute. Was that what
pretty,
you had in mind?
No, it's pretty quick. Maybe.
This has been part 2. Is that better?
You gotta tell them to like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe. See you next time.